Okay, so we'll start sitting on something elevated. Stacking the chest over the pelvis. And then going straight to the side, to the left. Left palm comes down. Right palm reaches up. And coming down to the left any amount. Maybe the gaze comes up to the ceiling. If you want, you can go as low as onto the left elbow. And inhale, coming up. Right palm down, left arm comes up, reaching up, but also opening the left side. Maybe the right elbow comes down to the floor. Maybe looking up to the ceiling. And inhale, come back up. Take out the pillow. We'll move through cat-cow. So finding the stack joints, the elbow over the wrist, the shoulder over the elbow. Finding the knees under the hips. And then inhale and drop the belly down. Look up. Exhale, rounding the spine. Press into the floor. Inhale, drop the belly open across the chest. And exhale, round, press the floor away. Connect the hip bones to the lower ribs. Pull the belly button in and up. And then inhale again, dropping the belly, looking up, opening across the chest. And one last one, rounding the back, drop the head, press the floor away. And then coming into the downward dog with knees bent a lot. Sending the hips back. Dropping the head low. Resting the belly on the upper thighs. And breathing 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then walking the palms to the back of the mat. We'll come into a forward fold. So keeping the knees bent here still. Relax the palms to the floor, drop the head. Releasing across the low back, across the waist. The head is heavy. And then we'll come into a puppy pose, so bring the knees down. We'll find space in the arms and the shoulders and the chest. So keeping the hips over the knees, walking the palms away. Exhale, drop the head down, forehead touching the ground. Untuck the toes. And breathe. Feel across the back, across the shoulders. And then if you feel ready, you can start placing the chin to the floor. If that feels right in the body. And then the chest is melting into the floor. And breathing through the nose, steady. Feeling across the upper back, the shoulders. And releasing the belly and releasing the chest. 5 more breaths, slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then pressing into the palms, lifting the chest, and slowly, slowly walking the palms back towards the knees. We'll separate the knees far away. And coming into child's pose, relax, drop the head down. But this time we're rounding the back, so tucking the pelvis and bringing the butt to the heels. And big exhale, release. Inhale nose, exhale through the nose. And let the chest melt towards the ground. And then inhaling slowly, again coming into downward dog. And then pedaling the feet, so we're stretching the backs of the legs. So one heel at a time comes down, spreading the fingers, feeling into the shoulders. And then we'll add a little twist. So left palm will come towards the right ankle. And then twisting to the right, looking under the right armpit. You're seeing the room upside down from a different perspective. And inhale, place the left palm back. And exhale, right palm to the left ankle. Looking under the left armpit. Release the neck, release the head. And inhale, right palm comes back into down dog, and then left foot will come closer to the right foot, and the right foot will start lifting into the air. So 3-legged dog. And then making sure we're not opening the hip yet, just closing the hip. So the toe is pointing down. And then we're going to bring the right knee in between the elbows. So traveling with the shoulders over the wrists. And inhale, right heel up again. Relax the head. And exhale, right knee between the elbows. And one more time, inhale, right heel up. Exhale, right knee between the elbows. And coming into regular downward dog, pedaling the heels. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So right foot will step closer to the left foot. Left leg comes up to the air, squaring the hips. And then exhale, left knee comes between the elbows. Pull it up to the chin, to the chest. Engage the core. And inhale, left heel comes up to the air. Inhale, nose. Exhale, left knee between the elbows. Pull it up, engage the core. Drop the head. Press the floor away. And inhale, left heel comes up. And last time, exhale, left knee between the elbows. And then relax in downward dog here. Again, pedal the feet. Relax the head. And then maybe if the shoulders are tired, child's pose. Knees together. Head down. The palms go back to the feet. Relax the shoulders. Relax the entire body. Make the legs heavy, make the belly heavy. And then coming back up into downward dog. And then we're going to lift the right leg up to the air and then open up the right hip. And then bending the right knee. And we stay here for 2 breaths. 1, 2. And then exhale. Pull the right foot through between the palms. Stepping the right foot forward in a lunge. Lifting the arms up. So coming into lunge, untuck the left toe. Exhale, release the pelvis into the floor. Pelvis is heavy. And then inhale, coming up. Breathing slowly here, releasing the pelvis. Exhale, release the left hip flexor. Maybe a pillow is under the knee to help the knee. And then we're going to come into a lizard. So maybe the elbows come down to the floor inside the right foot. Maybe your palms are in here. And then maybe pressing the right knee away with the right arm coming onto the outside ridge of the right foot. If that feels good. And then coming up to the palms, tucking the left toe, lift the left knee, step the right foot back through a plank, and then pressing into the palms, coming into downward dog, and then lifting the left leg up to the air, opening up the hip, and then left knee bends, keeping the left hip open. Breathe here 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. And then exhale, left foot steps between the palms. Right knee comes down to the floor. Untuck the right toe. Inhale, bring the chest up. Exhale, release the hips down. Release the right hip flexor. And then if you're not feeling enough in the right hip flexor, you can tuck the pelvis under, and then that will increase the length in the front right hip flexor. So instead of just dumping down into the joint, tucking the pelvis, elongating the hip flexor. And breathing steady, stacking the head over the pelvis. outside the left foot. Maybe the left foot steps to the left a little bit, and then maybe you come down to the elbows, to the ground, into a lizard. Breathing steady, 5 breaths here. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, coming up to the palms. Maybe left palm presses the left knee away, coming onto the left outside ridge of the foot. And then coming back, tuck the right toe, lift the right knee, and then engage the core. And with the core engaged, bring the left leg all the way back into plank. And then press into the palms, downward dog. And then we'll do the same thing, lifting the right leg all the way up, opening up the hip, and then bending the right knee, and then transferring the weight onto the left arm, and then placing the right foot behind you, and opening up. Opening across the chest, and then right palm can come down, transition back through downward dog, and then the left heel comes up, opening the left hip, bending the left knee, transfer all the way to the right palm, left palm lifts off the floor, and slowly left leg comes down to the floor, opening up across the shoulders, across the chest. 1 breath. And then left palm comes down to the floor. And resting in child's pose, wide knees, forehead to the floor. And big exhale, resting, release all the tension. And inhale, lifting the chest, bring the knees together. Through downward dog, we're going to walk the feet towards the palms. And then separate the feet hip distance and walk the palms towards the feet. And relax the head. Forward fold, bending the knees, relaxing the low back. And then inhaling, lifting the chest halfway up. And then from here, just stepping back with the right foot into a high lunge, lifting the chest. The palms can stay on the waist. Breathing here. 2 breaths, and then we transition into airplane. Airplane mode, 2 more breaths, 1 and 2. And then we're going to launch the chest forward, place the palms to the ground, and then little hop with the back leg, and then lifting the back leg all the way up into the air. So the palms, the fingertips are resting on the ground. You're feeling into the left leg. And then you're going to place the left palm under the face on the floor. A little bit to the left. And then open across the right palm. Bring the right arm up to the air. And opening the chest. So now you're balancing on one leg. And then right palm comes down to the floor. Right leg rests on the ground. And from here, stepping the left leg back. Finding the lunge, maybe making it longer. And then inhale, lifting the chest. Open up the shoulders, maybe the palms on the waist. 3 breaths here before we go into airplane. 1, 2, and 3. And then chest moving over the right hip. Palms come down. Little hop with the left foot. And then lifting the left leg all the way up. Exhale through the mouth. Breathing, finding balance here. And then the right palm will go towards the right, just 6 inches away from you. And then we're going to open up across the left hip and open the left palm all the way up to the ceiling. One more breath here. And exhale, left palm down. Left foot meets the right foot. Bending the knees, forward fold, relax the head. And then we're going to do a similar thing, but we'll make it a little more interesting. So we'll come again into airplane. So lifting the right leg. And then opening up the right hip. Bending the right knee. And you're resting on your left palm on the floor. And then your right palm is going to come and meet your foot behind you. So you're grabbing the right foot with your right palm, if it's happening. I can't reach, so mine's not happening. But they're trying to meet behind. And slow breathing, keeping the right hip open. And then exhale, right palm rests on the ground, right foot comes down. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So lifting the left leg up, and your palms are just under the shoulders. And then opening the left hip, and then bending the left knee. And then resting all your weight on the right fingertips on the ground. And then left palm comes to meet the left foot behind you. And breathing steady here. 1, 2, and 3. And exhale, rest the left palm on the ground, left foot comes down. And resting in child's pose, wide knees, chest all the way down. And then when you're ready, coming onto the back and bringing the knees in with you. And maybe hugging the knees and then rolling left to right. And then releasing the left leg all the way down, just keeping the right knee. And then big circles with the right knee all around. Clockwise and then counterclockwise. And the left leg is heavy on the floor. And tucking the chin, elongating the back of the neck. Just exploring the range of motion here. And then when you're ready to switch, releasing the right leg down, left knee comes into the chest, right leg heavy, and if it feels right, doing the circles with the left knee now this time. And start small, clockwise, and then make them bigger. And then maybe switch the direction if that feels good. And making them smaller. And then release the left leg down. I'm gonna bring the right leg all the way up. And so maybe you have a strap here, or if you can hold on to the big toe, then we're holding on to the toe or the ankle or the outside of the knee. And your left palm is going to be on the left hip, keeping the left hip down. And maybe you start with the bent knee, and maybe with time the knee is straight. And then with the next exhale, you're going to open up the right leg to the right side, keeping the toe in your fingers and pressing the left hip down still, keeping the left hip grounded. You'll notice it wants to start coming up. And you can close the eyes here, feel into the inner right thigh. And then inhale, slowly bring the right foot back up. And then we're going to release the right palm and hold the right foot with the left palm. So outside of the right foot with the left palm. And then maybe you're staying here and this feels already enough. If not, you can start bringing the right foot to the floor on your left side. And feeling into the IT band here, the outside of the right hip. Slowing down the breathing so the muscles can relax. And then releasing the left palm from the foot. Left leg comes long and then, no, right leg comes long. Left toe comes into your left fingers, peace fingers, and then maybe the knee is bent, and then with time it's straightening out. Feeling into the back of the left leg. Feeling into the left hamstring. And then exhale, opening up the left foot to the left. Keeping the right hip down with the right palm. And then if you're ready, inhale, bring the left leg all the way up. Release the left arm. And then bringing the right palm to the outside of the left foot. And now feeling into the outside of the left leg here. And maybe staying here, maybe this is enough already. If not, releasing the left leg towards the right side. And 2 more breaths. And release the leg all the way down. And coming into Shavasana. Releasing the hips, releasing the legs. And exhale, release the heels into the ground. And then release the knees. Relax the hips. Relax the glutes. And softening the belly. And the softness spreads into the chest. And then into the right shoulder. Release the right elbow. Release the right wrist. Release the right fingers. And then spreading the softness from the chest into the left shoulder. And into the left elbow. Release the left elbow into the floor. Release the left fingers. Relax the lower jaw. And the eyelids are heavy. And release the forehead. And then starting to inhale through the nose, all the way into the belly. Coming back to the body. And moving the toes, moving the ankles. And moving the wrists and the fingers. Rolling to one side, slow. Thank you.